Hello guys, this is Lawrence again. Thank you very much for visiting my channel. In my channel, I will teach you the skills to transform the humble ingredients into something amazing that will impress whoever you are cooking for. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Today, I have something very special for you. It's one of my favorite dishes. It's a traditional Szechuan dish called the boiled fish. Please don't be fooled by its simple name. It is very, very delicious. Let's get started with all the ingredients first. The fish that we'll be using is tilapia, but you can use any type of white fish you can find. Traditionally, this dish is made with Chinese grass carp, so if you cannot find that, tilapia, as you can see right here, will work. So I have about 2.5 pounds of tilapia here. And also, you will need some vegetables. I chose lettuce, some green onions, and some Chinese celeries. You can use regular celeries as well, and any other vegetable you wish to add to the dish. For seasoning, you will need 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of Sichuan peppercorn, the same amount of chili flakes or chili powder, one tablespoon of Szechuan broth bean paste, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and egg white from 1 egg. You're also going to need about 1.5 liter of any stock of your choice and some oils. To prepare the fish, tilt your knife to a 45-degree angle. Fillet the fish of your choice into thin slices, and it's very important for you to slice them as thin as possible. One trick on how thinly you should slice the fish is using a natural flesh marking to guide you. As you can see right here, I'm slicing it at the marking and also between 2 markings. The next step is to marinate all the fish with some salt, either black or white pepper, 1 to 2 tablespoons of Chinese Shaoxing cooking wine. You can use any dry sherry if you don't have the Shaoxing wine. And adding the cornstarch little by little. And then you will mix everything up with either your hand or a spoon. The way that you tell if you add a proper amount of cornstarch is the fish should still have its original flesh color. And if you see your fish is coated with a thick white layer of cornstarch, you have added too much. The solution to that is add a little bit of water and it should all be fine. Now we'll start preparing our vegetables by first cutting our lettuce in half and then slice them into equal sized strips. And same thing goes with the Chinese celery. You will cut off the leafy parts and use the stem. So just slice them into similar sizes. But if you can't find the Chinese celery, you can also just use regular celery as well. And of course, any other types of crunchy vegetables will do as well. Last but not the least, finely chop your green onions. Again, this is a very delicious dish, but it's very versatile too. So if you want adding other crunchy vegetables such as Chinese lotus roots or any crunchy cabbages, go ahead and do it. I mean, that is the fun thing about cooking, right? And the recipe is just the guidance. And if you like my dishes so far, please like and subscribe. Sorry that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video that you also will need some garlic as well. So crush them and then mince them. Now we're done with the mise en place process. We will move on to the actual cooking. In the very hot pan, adding some oils and saute all the vegetables we prepare, but save the garlic and the green scallion to the very last step. And don't forget to season them with some salt and pepper. And then also I adding some peppercorn that I prepare in the beginning. In another hot pan, adding some oils and saute your Chinese brothing paste until the oil comes out of it. Then adding the stock and boils it for 5 minutes. And this step is to make the very fragrant broth the fish is going to cooking. Depending on how spicy you want your fish to be, you can either adding some chili flakes as I'm doing right here, or you can simply just cook the fish in the broth without adding the extra chili powder. Now, go ahead and add all the fish we prepared at the beginning and make sure not to overcrowd them in the pan. So as you can see right here, I'm scattering them around in the broth. Using a spatula, very gently push the fish around. And because we sliced it very thinly, it shouldn't take very long to cook the fish. And because the cornstarch we add in the fish, your broth will start to thicken. Again, this process will only take less than 5 minutes. If you take more than 5 minutes to cook the fish is going to be overcooked. Add them on top of the vegetable that we sauteed earlier. On top of that, depends on how hot you want your fish to be. Adding some additional chili powder or chili flakes, and also adding more the Szechuan peppercorn. Lastly, adding the chopped green scallions and garlic. The grand finale is to heat up some oil, make sure it's pretty hot, and pour on top of the dish. This will release a lot of the spiciness and the numbiness that the chili and also the Szechuan peppercorn offers. And here you go, a very famous Szechuan boiled fish. Again, if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.